Pandas. Pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. What do we have here today? What do we absolutely have here today? What a treat. Drop those GMs in the chat. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Scalp that like button if you haven't already. We're just getting started here. Market may get a little volatile today. Market may get a little volatile. We'll see. We shall see. I'm curious to see what happens today. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had an amazing week. If you haven't heard, government shut down. The bill has passed the Senate. Now it has to pass the HOR, or what I like to call the House of Representatives. Once it passes that, government is opened again. And that means more money printing. That's all I think about. Once the government opens again, it just means more opportunity for money printing. What else does it mean? Good morning, everybody. And money printing, everybody knows, means we're going to moon. We're mooning. We're going to moon. That's incredible. We pushed down to the bottom of the channel, and we looked like we're going to just smash right through it, and it just gets pulled back all the way above it. Goodness gracious, this is filthy. Absolutely filthy. Well, currently we are going very sideways. 2500 tick chart is a testament to that. We start with a gap up, but now we have about 20 bars overlapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bars overlapping, close to 20, more or less. We may open with a lot of trading range price action. Let me see any news. What we got today? No news today. Let's see this week. Thursday. I mean, if the government opens by Thursday, we got a big mama news event. Core CPI. Big inflationary news. And it seems inflationary news is what's back on the docket in terms of what's important, because the Fed is trying to figure out if they want to cut rates or not. Good morning, everybody. Drop those GMs in the chat. Scalp that like button. Albert Mo, good morning. We're about to get started here in about 30 seconds. Whoo! Brand new funded accounts, of course. Friday, I got slapped around. I'm not honest. I got slapped around on Friday. It was brutal. And it is what it is. It is what it is. The thing is, I wasn't even upset about the setups I took. But the market was so volatile, I could not handle the drawdown. Losing like 2 or 3 in a row was like $3,000 loss. Market opening.
2,500 tick trap.
Second just short. Second just short, but in the trading range. Decent push down.
$2,500 tick trap.
Oh, decent push down, decent push back up. Golly, the push up is much stronger than the push down. We're still in this trading range at the open. Continuing the price action before the market opens. I mean, we're just really stuck in this trading range. You cannot go long here because of the obvious trading range. You can take a chance there if you want. You could take a chance, but It doesn't look like much, but that's a bad signal bar plus 10 points. We break the high here. We smash through the high here. In fact, overnight high. Okay, big pullback back down. Now it's getting confusing. If this breaks the high, we could just be in a breakout. Second entry long. Could just be a breakout, but who knows? Floating in midair. I'm gonna set my pause here. I don't mind waiting. Pandas! Drop those GMs in the chat. Nicholas from France.
2500 tick trap.
What's good in France? The Knowledge Hub. These PA accounts, yep, they're funded. My friend is actually in Paris right now, and they're walking, and they just saw like this line going for about a quarter mile. And they're, what is this line? And then they got to what the line was for. It was for Cedric, whatever his name is. Cedric, the baker. That's his name.
2500 tick trap.
Cedric, like he's like croissants are just at this point they're super viral. Like his whole bakery is super viral. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Confusion here. Did they find the missing jewelry? Come on, Nicholas, tell us. Tell us all we need to know. The Louvre. Graffiti everywhere. It's called art. Day trader. It's called art. You uncultured man. All right, what's going on? Urban art. Day trader NY. Aren't you from New York? Graffiti should not faze you. Let's see. What we got here? I mean, are we just in an uptrend? Are we just in a little bitty uptrend here? I mean, dare I? First entry. Risk is less than 10 points. Second entry long's better if we can get it. Sure.
2500 tick trap.
That's an ugly signal bar, I'll tell you that much. Sure. Risk is not too bad here for second entry long, come out to 20 MA. I'm gonna just take the exact amount of risk I need to take here. I do not care what happens. Okay, we'll take the hit. It's less than 10 points. Get a little slippage. I'm just checking if these accounts work, you know what I mean? They're working okay. Now let's trade for real. I'm just checking if my trade copier was on. It's on. It's definitely on. So it does a failed trap, then kind of breaks out. I don't know. Let's
2500 tick trap.
All right, I guess that was the right entry. Not the second entry, third entry was the right one. Makes a new high. I don't know. What do I do? It's technically better a setup, I guess. At that point, once that failed, I was just a little bit confused. Didn't know what was happening. Shenanigans like this. I guess if I really thought it was bullish, I could try again. Maybe it was simply a breakout retest of this. I don't know. I mean, we already did it here. Got fuzzy. So I wasn't sure if we're going to break out there. Those who took the chance a second time made some bamboo. Or the third time, really. Third entry. Do I like this price action? I don't know. Do I? Spike in channel at this point, maybe? It's a weird looking spike in channel. I feel like like the spike in channel has to be based off these 2 points at this. With this much price action that we have, like these two areas are better because the top and bottoms actually match with the channel here. Am I just looking for long trades? I don't even know. Could be a morning reversal. First entry off the 20 MA. Sure. The risk is monumental here. 13-point risk. I mean, the volatility is insane right now. I'm talking about like actually 10 ATR right now. Okay, second entry long. Signal bar is horrific. And it's large. Horrific and large is the worst combination of things. All right. Second entry long, but really bad signal bar, really large signal bar. Clearly above the 20 MA. Clearly in an uptrend at the moment. Price action is starting to get very sus. You can tell by all this overlapping price action, right? Overlapping bars. It's just trading range price action here. You start to see it already before it it happens. You start to see hints of this market getting real choppy before it starts to really get choppy. Right now on the 5-minute, it's just simply 2 bull bars in a row, it seems like. We'll see how it ends, but it could just be 2 bull bars in a row. What's gold up to? Gold, hello. Some volatility in gold today. Bitcoin, what are you up to? Are you flying? Ooh, big bounce on Bitcoin. Wow, even Bitcoin futures had a gap up. Bitcoin basically is tracking with Nascraq. EMINI, flying high. Yeah, it's just 2 bull bars on the 5-minute, looks like. But I've learned, pandas, 2 bull bars mean nothing at the open. I've learned that lesson too many times. Ashraf, gold 200 tick, second entry short. It's your prerogative. I personally don't like to trade at tick charts. Well, not that I can't. I just don't. But the principle is the same. If I look for an ATR with the proper amount of risk, like gold, I'm willing to work. Well, this is a. Whoa, someone is not happy. Someone is not happy, pants. Someone is not happy. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but 2 strong bull bars on the 5-minute chart means absolutely doo-doo caca. It means nothing to me. We need more price action. Why trade NQ on this? Yeah, the reason why the micro gold, like you're talking about, 2 points. 2 points. Baby Panda is tilted. Literally. What is wrong with Baby Panda? So tilted. What's going on? We're just flying high. Now it's hard to get into an entry. I've been too bruised. I've been too traumatized with the price action lately. Where like the obvious thing is to go long on 2 strong bull bar. Oh, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. We're just grinding here. I may switch to micros. I may switch to micros. We'll see. Blue Steel, good morning. Actually, I said, yeah, 2 points on gold is $200. Yeah, so it's just too. It's too. I don't know. It's too much leverage. Too expensive. I don't know what it is. So, like, you're looking for your ATR being 2. I'm actually trading micro gold contracts. Micro gold contracts. So you have a little more leeway. So, I'm telling you, someone is not happy. Someone is not happy. Not me though. I'm happy. We're ready to rock and roll here. Let's try this nonsense trade. Already made a new high. Whoop whoop. Looking for 10 points at least, but we're grinding. We're on the grind right now. This is the grindiest uptrend. Not ever, but it's grindy. Grindiest uptrend today. First entry. Do I just jump in this absolutely chopped market? Golly, I don't know. Best thing to do is actually buy with limit orders at the bottom here. That's actually your best bet. Buy with limit order somewhere near the bottom. First entry here. You kind of lose that second entry long because you're looking for 10 points, and at least for a scalp, it doesn't work out. This is looking choppy.
2,500 tick trap.
All right. Godspeed.
2,500 tick trap.
Whoa. What a deep pullback. Trap may trigger here. I'm all sorts of confused. Pushes it back up again. Trap triggers actually. Filthy price action. Look, it's so choppy. Chop leads to more chop. Chop begets chop. Don't forget that. Chop begets chop. Don't forget that, pandas. What are we doing here? So many overlapping bars. Higher high, higher low. It's a terrible signal bar. Chop begets chop. We're just making new highs of the day. Every move up. Grinding up. Grinding them gears. It's like nails on a chalkboard type price action. Just grind. It's like running a car with no oil. Just grinding up. Goodness. Grinding up. Just ripping apart all the gears. Grinding up so slowly here. Just watching the grind is impressive. What can I say? Tate, good morning. Ashraf, welcome. Welcome. Langer Schneidel. Good morning. Okay. Strong bull bar on the 15-minute chart. We're going to get a bull breakout here. We're just going to simply get a bull breakout here. First entries only. Yeah, okay. We break the high of the 15-minute bar. Right. The first 3 candles is 15-minute bar. Turns always in long once that 15-minute candle finished. Chop begets chop. Right. Every time we break a new high, we kind of get deep pullbacks. Ooh. What's that? Ooh. First entry. Could be good enough for just a new high if that's what you're looking for. First entry. I think for me the obvious thing is to wait for a second entry. Okay. It's a small baby risk. I'll try here. Okay, best. Wait for the candle to finish. Okay. The risk is not too bad here. Thinking of new high at the very least here. No joy. No joy in that trade. I just lose a little bit of threshold there. I mean, this is just grinding up. I mean, I just take that break even. I lose a little threshold there. I lose like $150 of threshold, so altogether I'm like down $300 threshold, right? What's my threshold? Yeah, more or less like 200 some dollar threshold. Lost forever. I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Someone is not happy. All right. Okay. I mean. Okay. What a push down. Deep pullback here. Do I want to fail second entry long here? The problem is I don't know any type of like. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, am I looking for a reversal? Like, it just seems so random to look for a
2500
reversal
tick
here.
trap.
It's just a pullback, small pullback. If you look at the grand scheme of things, 5 minute chart doesn't even break a previous candle's low, so that pullback is very small in the bigger picture. I mean, we still haven't touched a 20 EMA. Technically, that's not a touch. Technically, it's very close, but it actually doesn't touch it. It feels like entry long. I mean, I'm not looking for a reversal here. I don't know. You can reverse here, but it's just such a random place to reverse. In general, I'm not looking for any strong breakout trade because it's so grindy. So grindy. I don't know. Okay, we make a new low. No, we don't. Micro double bottom. Nah. Oh, triple. Okay. It was a triple, micro triple bottom, but now we broke the low. Okay, we're tumbling. Right on time, morning reversal. But at the 20 EMA would give us some protection here. Absolutely not. It rips through it. I just like if I took this if I took this reversal trade, it'd just be a really like the setup is fine, but it's just in a really random spot to reverse. It's a nice minor trend reversal at least, like 30 points. I mean that's a really good trade already. Really good trade. I just don't know how much more it can go down here. I just know how much more it wants to go down. Second just short. I mean, come on for trend line and 20 EMA could be tempting here. Coming off two key areas, but terrible signal bar. It's a really terrible signal bar. I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. I won't torment you. You knew exactly where that was going. You knew exactly where that was going. You're welcome for not finishing it, but you knew exactly where that was going. All right, what do we have here? Absolute chop. That's what's happening here. Goodness gracious. Guess I can't just short, but I would take the reversal here. Actually, you got the slight undershoot to slight overshoot. I'll take a fail second just short here. I'll prefer that. Yeah, I'll take it here. Heck yeah, I'll try here. Okay, second just short works out. I mean, bouncing off the 20 EMA, I don't know. This not 5 minutes. The first pullback could be a morning reversal. It could be a strong downtrend from here. I don't know. I mean, this is diabolical. If it doesn't make a new low here, that's pretty diabolical, in my opinion. At this point, it looks very bearish to me. It's gracious. It's filthy. That's filthy trash right there. This looks like it wants to push down very hard now. Okay, it breaks a new low. It looks like it wants to push down really hard. I'm not kidding. It really does look like it wants to push down really hard now. Snap back down here. This is like a weak support. It tried to do something. It tried to do something. Now second entry long on the 5 minute or 2500 tick chart. I could look for a scalp, but the proper way to take this trade is if I take it with the entire risk, like holding this entire risk. How big is this risk? 25 points is not the worst, but with the 50K counts, it's pretty brutal if I lose that. It's pretty brutal. I could jump to micros here. Just on a higher low trade. I could jump on micros thinking for a measure move up or some sort. What to do? Second entry long triggers on the 2500 tick. Maybe a higher low on the smaller time frame could be interesting here. Just a higher low setup. Looking for a double bottom here. Like that should have really pushed down hard, but the fact that it didn't, I don't know. I mean, this could be trading range here as well. I mean, trading range actually makes sense because of how filthy this price action has been. You know what? I'm gonna set my pause, thinking that possibly in this disgusting price action we've had right here, this leg up, basically a spike in channel, we may find our trading range here. We may have found a trading range here, which could be our edge, right? The faster you can recognize a trading range or trend, that's your edge. That's like the true edge that you have when it comes to trading, in my opinion. Be able to recognize market cycle. And like, it's hard to tell what the market cycle is if you're not paying attention to price action. When you look at this, right, no indicators can tell you really, like, this is not looking too pretty. especially when you have a big pullback like this in the middle of all this chop. Telling you, you could be in trouble.
2500 tick trap.
Speaking of France, my breakfast this morning is a twice baked croissant from Costco. I'd never seen that before. So we bought the whole pack and been enjoying it. It's actually, if you air fry it, no, not too bad. Not too bad for a Costco twice baked almond croissant. Like, I mean, seriously, not too shabby. Feels like it's just short. Putting a nice push up back up here. The main issue was we started to have trading range price action here, thinking this could create a price action like some sort of trading range, but we're just continuing this massive push to the upside. Nice second entry long, 2500 tick chart. Feels like it's just short here, kind of with some confluence with everything. Only problem is that, I mean, when it looks like this, you're thinking maybe possibly coming back into this. You know what I mean, Pandas? You know what I mean? When it looks like that, then you quite possibly. Double top. All right, 10 o'clock is about to drop. I'm not sure if something. Sometimes there's like minor news out there at 10. But Mondays, typically, not really much news. Usually not much news Mondays. Make a new high of day. I thought maybe turn to trading range, but we only go halfway in the trading range, come back up. So this could just be basically a bull flag of some sort. Strong bull bar on the 15-minute chart. I think I'm just going to buy here. I'm going to buy here and see what happens. See what joys follow after. Ooh, let's snap back down. All right, you got another 15-minute bar. And this 15-minute bar is going to be quite bullish. Ooh, hello, never mind. Wow. What's that nonsense? Okay, never mind. I take it back. I'm not going to go long. I thought the market was start to go always in long. The market may go always in long. But from the looks of this pullback, I have no idea what's happening, basically. Second entry long. Quite possibly starting to turn to a trading range and fail second entry long could make sense here. This fail second entry long makes more sense than this fail second entry long. And this one worked out quite nice. So we get a fail second entry long here. I think I'm interested. Unfortunately, the risk is quite large because it's this entire candle. If it doesn't come all the way down here, then I'll be more interested. Let's try. All right, Pan, that's thoughts and prayers. Right, this fail second entry long makes more sense than this one, so I'm definitely gonna try this one. It's a good looking setup in my opinion. Very good looking setup. Right now we have potential top of trading range, potential a double top essentially. It obviously rips my face off, but it's all good. I mean, I see a good setup. I gotta try. I gotta try a little bit here, but it looks like it might rip my face off. Like don't go against the bull trend. Basically, don't counter trend trade. Even though you get a double top, even though you get a better setup than this reversal, doesn't matter. Like it's a better setup than this one. Oof. Now you got a second just short. Whatever. I'll try one more time. I'll try one more time. One more time. Give me a big push. Give me a bigger push than that, please. I'm gonna let this candle finish. I'm gonna let this candle finish. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit. There it is. Makes a new low. Snaps back up, unfortunately. Takes my break even. You taking me out break even? Takes my break even. Takes my break even, comes back down. What do you expect on a day like today? Am I gonna hold? Am I gonna hold my trade once we make a new low already and it snaps back up? Am I gonna hold through that? I don't know. It's because at that point it feels like 50-50. It basically just snaps back up and it might just rip to the upside. It feels 50-50 at that point. Look at all this chop here. So unfortunate. We got a decent push down, but it was not enough for me. I wanted way more than that. I wanted way more than that. Lower high. This is just, it's chopped. It's chopped. It's too hard to trade. It's too hard to know what's going to happen here. Could just be a bull flag here. Top of a potential trading range. I don't know. It's like, am I going to hold through this pullback? Okay, if I did, am I going to hold through this pullback? And if I did, am I going to hold through this pullback? Like, at a certain point, you got to just let it go when it's this many candles. Too confusing. Substance abuse tech, good morning. Goodness gracious. I mean, this has so many times to really drop, and it didn't. But it's too choppy to take any trade here. Like, this setup was way worse than this setup, but this setup actually gives you a nice, 2 legs down. Even this setup was better than this one, in my opinion. The worst setup works, and the better setup doesn't. So it is what it is. What can you do about it? That's the name of the game, What can you do about it? Thoughts and prayers. It's a stupid one, but here we go. It's a dumb one, but here we go. Lose this one too, huh? I'm losing every trade. Absolutely losing every trade here. Do I just hold? Hold to the bitter end on this one, huh? Let's just take the hit. If we get hit, we get hit. Gotta keep my break even. It's looking so sus here. The OI pattern is the reason why I want to really hold onto this trade on the 5-minute chart. We got an OI on the 5-minute. The problem is the OI, like to take the whole risk of the OI would just be too much for me to handle. This is the max risk I'm gonna take. It is what it is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it don't. I've learned long enough, long ago. You guys just accept your fate when it comes to trading. Too sus for me. Too much back and forth. I'm getting chopped up with commissions at this point. Really. At this point, it's just all commissions is chopping me up. It's not that I don't think it can break out, but the probability of it not breaking out increases dramatically when this price action looks like this. I don't know. Sitting on my pause. Next time you're at Costco, look for the twice baked croissant. I tell you what, it's a treat. All right, while we wait for this absolutely disgusting chop to resolve itself, let's go ahead and do the stupid commission thing. Goodness, I hate doing this. Potentially good skunk here. Potentially good skunk. Skunk is when you just let go of a trade early. It's pushing down much further than I would feel comfortable with at this point, anyways, and so much opportunity to break out and has not done so yet. This could be the breakout point. It's really hard to tell. With this choppy price action, it's very hard to tell what's going to happen here, in my opinion. I mean, the market is just so choppy. Even the 5-minute is starting to chop. Lots of overlapping bars. 2,500 tick chart's been choppy. Are we breaking out now? It's like actually long. I just can't take it. It's just too much back and forth here. Too much back and forth. I don't like it. Whatever. I'm fine with this skunk. It makes a little pop up, but still, I mean, what does it matter? What does it mean? What does it mean? The 5-minute, they're looking for at least a 1-to-1, right? They're looking for a 1-to-1 here on this 5-minute chart. You can't get a 1-to-1. The trade is It's chopped. That setup is about 50-50, and you gotta get a 1-to-1 at least to make it a positive EV on that setup. We have the bare minimum of what we need for like the uptrend, right? Two pushes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and almost 10 bars. So two legs up, 10 bars, 10 to 12 bars. That's essentially, or Albus would say, a successful scalp. Nicholas says, at Apex, my accounts have been under review for 4 months. Do you know the process to be able to buy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. But 4 months, I'm sorry. That does not sound good. I'm sorry for laughing too, but that's just so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. I'm sorry. Apex needs to get their act together. That's ridiculous. 4 months? Basically saying don't trade with us. You're too good for us. They're basically saying you're too good. We don't want you to. We're just gonna be your account's just gonna be under review for all eternity. That's disgusting. 4 months. Have you asked like, is there an update? Oh, Lewis, how long do payouts usually take to get approved? Request one on Friday. Yeah, it should happen today. It should happen by today. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. But Friday, yeah, you got to give them a day. It could be approved like sometime today, even tomorrow, because you got to think about business days. You got to think about business days, you know. This price action is untradeable. I'll tell you that much. 'Do you think more payouts you have one account less? Yeah, they have a flag system, a white flag system. My accounts are basically white flagged as well. But if you have like pay, if it's like your first payout, they're gonna probably put a lot of scrutiny on your account. But if you had multiple, then you're like white flagged. Of course, if you break an obvious rule, then they're not gonna give you a payout. But typically, if you have nothing to worry about, then they'll give you a payout. I don't know if I can trade this Panos. Just gonna watch this just do its thing. Strong push to the downside. Doesn't mean much. I have no clue. $20 EMA, 2500 tick chart. Another bear bar. At some point in time, the traders are going to see something that's going to really make them feel strongly to move one way or another. It could be two bear bars in a row. And after that second bear bar, it can go always in short. Right now, these are all pullbacks, but goodness gracious, look at this market. It's absolutely filthy, this price action. The 5-minute. Sellers above here, sellers above here.
2500 tick trap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. As long as we're above the 20 MA on the 2500 tick chart, it's hard for me to go short. Unless there's enough space to it. Right, the 20 EMA right now, currently on the 2500 tick chart, looks like a strong support right now. Basically bounce off here, bounce off here. Now we're on it again. So it just makes me feel hesitant to take any short that needs to go underneath that point, underneath the 20 MA. That's why I was kind of willing to take this trade because that was above the 20 MA and trying to get to it. There was enough space down to it. That's why that's why I even considered that trade. Second just short here. Hard to take again because of 20 MA on the 2500 tick chart. Okay. Turn always in long on the 5-minute chart. The moment this candle closed, it turned always in long. In fact, there's a small gap here from the close to the open. Well, not even the close to the open, the close to the low. It's like a tick gap on the 5-minute chart. Might not mean much to you, but that's significant. Especially on a day like today, we're so choppy. We may want to fill that gap. Second, just short here. Just too tough. Too much chop here. Too choppy. Really good signal bar. That's not good enough for me. If it was a really good signal bar, I may consider it. But at this point, I'd rather go long. Also, bar reversal. Do I want to go long? Does this look like a trading range? It does look like a trading range to me. This looks so ugly.
$2,500 tick trap.
Sit on my pause here. OI pattern. OI pattern on the 5-minute. Does it fail? It does fail. Okay. Interesting. There's an OI pattern on the 5-minute that failed. Right. The break of this bar is completely inside this bar, so that when you break the top of it, traders are looking for a 1-to-1 reward. Didn't hit it, and it reversed and actually went beneath this inside bar, which is where they had their stop loss. But that's where people were buying limit orders. Nothing makes sense here, pandas. And when nothing makes sense, you gotta be a little crazy. You gotta be a little crazy. Son of a... Son of a... You gotta match the market's crazy with your own crazy. I made a little bamboo. I made like 70 cents. I made like 80 cents on that trade. I'll take it. 82 cents. It does have follow through after just doing absolutely nothing for a little bit there. It's super annoying. All right. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Now we mean business. Now we may have a sense of where our trading range really is. Okay. We're beneath the 20 MA now on the 2500 tick. Goodness gracious. Super. Just straight up doji bar on the 5-minute chart, just causing massive confusion. It's just a straight up doji bar. Days like today, being down 500 pandas, it's actually a dub. On days like today, it's actually a dub. Days like today. I mean, it might look like a big move, but I mean, it's a 20-point move. Not too shabby, but it's a scalp. It's basically a scalp. 20-point move. I don't know. Maybe it's time to jump to micros. Knowing at this point what's happening here. It just looks super choppy here. Fly all the way back up to the top of this trade right here. Goodness gracious. I don't know. What a push. What a push back up. V bottoms here. I thought our trading range would be down here where the chop basically began. Maybe it's more like this and we're bouncing off the midpoint back to the top. Something like that. 2500 tick chart, that's kind of, oh, the trading range indicator is marking right here as a trading range. Fair enough. Like, look at how many overlapping bars we've had on the 5-minute chart as well. So many overlapping bars. I mean, to go short here makes so much sense now. Right, just to go short up here just makes sense to me. But, I don't know. It's not enough bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very tough on this one. Don't know what to do. What a tough day. I'm definitely going to close the charts after stream because it's pretty diabolical, this price action. It's not tradable in my opinion. I mean, it's tradable, but it's just a low EV day. You got to pick and choose. And if you're going to like drain your mental capital on a day like today, it's just, I don't think it's worth. The market's probably had some euphoria once we heard the government, right, the Senate voted and it caused this big move up in the overnight session, but maybe now it's like they're confused. Like, what's going on? Government's still shut down. What's going on? I wonder how long it takes for the House of Representatives to pass the bill. Um. Hmm. No, thank you. If anything, I'll take a failed trap here to come back to the bottom, back to the midpoint here. In fact, it doesn't trigger the trap. It doesn't even trigger it. Too many bears waiting there. Smack it back down. Too many limit orders everywhere here. It's like pure limit order. Pure limit order market. Let me see. Sean Bull Bar. Any near its high on the 5-minute chart. I'm not sure if it means much. Well, it means something. Follow through on the strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart. 5 minute strong bull bar ending on its high, and the moment it closed, it just got bought up. The moment it closed, it got bought up. Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What do I do here? Are we hitting some sort of like wedge like this or something? Maybe 2 strong bull bars on the 5-minute chart means always and long. Just try to fill the gap. Right, there's a gap here. We may try to fill this gap. Which makes sense to me. 25,741. 25,741. gap here. Okay, could smack back down after a new high was created. Almost could see that a mile away. Almost could see that a mile away from happening. It's enough for a decent 15 point scalp, basically. Lower or high here. No, so do you still recommend TPT? Absolutely. I love TPT. It's great. Like, if you're tired of Apex, TPT. It is so good. In my opinion. The only downside about it is I wish they gave you 10 or more accounts. If they allowed 10 more accounts, like, then I would probably just be trading TPT. Like 10 or more accounts with no rules whatsoever. Just pull out money whenever you want. Like, that trading experience is it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. You do have to have a safety net, but no, like 30% consistency rule, 20%, 50%. There's no consistency rules. Only thing you really can't do is trade news and trade two sides, right? You can't go long on one account and short another account. Like those are the only two rules you really can't do. No news, and you can't basically hedge your accounts with each other. You can't do two-sided trading. And I think those are actual rules that you need to like implement. Does Apex sell the promo? Yep. Apex sells a promo, 70% off. It's until tomorrow. It ends tomorrow. Let's see. Ends tomorrow. So the current promo is 70% off, but the activation fee is only $40. So when you put all the math together, Apex is better than Apex 90% off for the 50K accounts specifically. The 50K accounts benefit the most from this promo. So that's why I'm trading 50. I usually trade 150K because I like the amount of threshold you get. But the 50K accounts, because they're cheaper than 90% off, I'm trading the 50K accounts. The 150K accounts are more expensive than 90% off, but it's cheaper than 80% off. You catch my drift? Right? If it's 80% off, it's actually cheaper than if it's 80% off, but it's more expensive than if it's 90% off. Bear bull trade once 90% on Apex. I'll use BB90 to buy 20. I appreciate it. You can just use BBM, by the way. You don't have to put the numbers in. Earlier, I thought you had to. Like earlier, you kind of like had to, but not anymore. Just use code BBM. This makes it easy. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support, Bear Bull. I'm gonna need it after this travesty. This is absolute doo-doo caca price action right here. Could see this pullback from a mile away, perhaps. It's the truth. And again, the 20 EMA is, I think that's like a pseudo support here on the 2500 tick chart. Like we've been going through it, even closing beneath it, but just kind of hovering on it. Close beneath it again, hovering around on it. Comes close to it, bounces away from it. Lower high could be a good trade here. It feels like an inch long. I may be interested. I actually may be interested, but the problem is, again, the 2500 tick chart, 20 EMA, like it's hard to trade anything short as long as you're above it, because it just seems like it's acting as a support at the moment. At a certain point in time, it won't, but right now, that's what it's doing. So taking this trade is very counter to that, but you have the wedge top. It could be a decent move to the downside. You got some reason to go short here, thinking possible trading range as well. Fails to make the second entry long here, so it does not create a trap, not yet at least. Y pattern, confusion. Like I said, right when the stream ends, I'm closing the charts down. Like, there's no more reason to trade today. It's just not the right day to trade. It's not the right day to really. It could, maybe the second half of the day could be different, but right now this is not the day for it, in my opinion. This is not the day to spend your mental energies, your mental cap. Good trap trade here. Good looking trap trade. Good signal bar for it, but at a precarious spot. Right on the 20 EMA on the 2500 tick chart. It looks like actually a really good trade. Thinking it's so choppy, most likely you'll try to find the bottom of some sort of trading range here. But look, it's reversing. It's ripping your face off. Face ripped off. Right, your stop loss is right here.
5-minute
Face
trap.
really ripped off. If you're trying to extend your stop loss here. Like, I don't even want to go long here either. 5-minute chart, absolutely filthy. It's diabolical. Lots of overlapping bars. 2500 tick chart looks even worse. Goodness gracious. Looks even worse to me. Second to short. Maybe looking for new low. Okay. Untradeable to me, but it is what it is. Like, reading the price action saying it's untradeable might seem like a waste of time, but what you're doing is you're not losing money here. So that is almost half of trading, not losing money. The other half is making money. So if you have as many tools as you can to not lose money, as many tools as you can to make money, that's you're going good. You're gonna make it. Eventually, you're gonna make it.
5-minute trap.
I'm still pretty convinced this is some sort of trading range here. Right now we have about 2K threshold, which is plenty. Plenty to work with. A little less, but more or less 2K threshold. Which is why I want to save on a good day, right? I want to save that threshold on a better day than this. This is not worth it. All right, let me do this. Let me do kind of like the most obvious thing I could think of right now on a day like today, which is to trade micros and to go short at the break of this high. Like, this is the most obvious thing for me to do here, in my opinion. Every time we made a new high, we've had pullback for at least here, 45 point. Sorry, here, and she goes up. I mean, I don't know. This to me it seems like the most obvious trade. Go short at the break of the previous pivot high. That's just my thinking here. This could lift off here too. This might be like the end all be all. This could be the breakout here, but I mean, I'll give it some room to break out a little bit, I guess. And like, if I wanted to do this, like, this is the best way to trade right now. Let's say you sold this high, you made 26 points, 26 point scalp. If I break this high, hopefully I can look for 20 points here, something like that. Okay, it's pushing down. It's not even breaking the previous pivot high now at this point because it's so, the price action is so bad. It's not even allowing to break above the previous pivot high. Could not even get to it. The question is, do we buy down here instead of selling? Like, how big is your trading range? It's hard to tell because we haven't made a leg to the bottom of the trading range yet. We haven't made a leg yet. We're still creating the upper part of the trading range. But the trading range indicator is saying we've already made the leg. It's down here. Fail second entry long. A second entry long on 2500 tick chart could be enticing to some. To me, it's a little bit diabolical, this price action, to get involved here. Plus, you're talking about 20 point risk on average. Yeah. I think my original trade idea still stands, which is just go short up here on the micro. Okay, failed trap to break out on the gold chart, causing a big push down. E-mini. E-mini is even... you know what? This is actually better because I feel like it's more clear. Your trading range is even more clear on the E-mini here. It's actually almost better, in my opinion. Whoa, second entry short on micro Bitcoin. Should I take this trade? How much should we risk on micro Bitcoin here? Oh, wow. Has to move a lot. If it comes back up, I'll try here. Decent push down. I'm not sure if it means much, but micro Bitcoin has the best setup so far. I just hope it's enough room because I only have 25 points of like micro Bitcoin has the best setup so far. Huge push down. Looking for another leg down. We couldn't quite get it. It almost filled us. I think it's gonna run away from us now. Just let it go. Feels like entry short, long here. Maybe. Outside bar reversal. No, thank you. Five-minute, 20 or 5-minute E-mini chart. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range. You can say 3 pushes up here. This is due to Kaka. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. There's not many setups worth it here. Okay. No clue. If I were to trade micros, like I said, couldn't even get to the top of that. Are things starting to get a little bit volatile here? Um, we are closing beneath the 20 EMA now on the 2500 tick chart, which to me, now we have a gap here, which to me now the 20 EMA is no longer acting as support. So if you want to look for a short trade, you can at this point. 5 minute, creating a second entry long here. You're floating in midair, lots of space to the 20 EMA. And, you know, we're about halfway from the 20 EMA and also halfway up to the filling this gap. I mean, fill that gap. We also got this gap. So many gaps above. Like the 2500 tick chart, you kind of want that fail second entry long to trigger for you to go short. It ain't happening though. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. All right. 11:45. I'm closing these charts. I'm not looking at this again. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow. Wait for better days ahead. It's just not worth it. It's a Monday. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. But sometimes Mondays are I don't know. Mondays. I mean, I was thinking fun days. Sometimes they're fun days. Mondays are fun days, but sometimes Mondays are done days. Yeah, yes, done days. We're donezos. Done days. Absolutely done here. Pandas. I'll see you guys on. I see you guys tomorrow, Brian. Actually, tomorrow. Veterans Day, eh? Are the markets open? Okay, yes. The market is open tomorrow. So I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'll say be careful today. It's just not, in my opinion, not worth it to trade today. So disgusting. Unless
5 minute trap.
I mean, I guess you could find some EV somewhere, but it is up to you if you think it's worth your time. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your support. Make sure you use code BBM today. Tomorrow's the last day to use this promo. Hope you guys take advantage of it while it lasts. It's currently actually the cheapest entry point, cheapest way to get funded currently, and you know, ever since Apex is open. So this is actually a really good promo. If you can right past your evals in one single trade, or one single day. But with that being said, pandas, I hope you guys have a great one. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Same time, 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.